Hello everybody, today I wanted to do a makeup tutorial for you. This is gonna just be showing you kind of my everyday makeup, what I've been doing here lately. This is just something easy that I can do in the morning before I'm off to work, and it's not, you know, over the top kind of makeup, but I do also do it on the weekends as well. I'm gonna start off using the Farsali Unicorn Essence. This is a face primer, and I really like this face primer, but I've got to tell you, I don't think I'm gonna repurchase it just because of the price. That is the only reason. It is a really good product. I do think it's probably overpriced though. I think it's in the $50 range. It needs to be in like the $40 range, I think. That would be a little bit better. But anyways, this stuff's really nice. It does a really good job priming my skin. It smells nice, it's pretty, all those things. The foundation that I'm going to be using is the Maybelline Dream Cushion Liquid Foundation in number 20. I really like the cushion foundations. I just find them easy to apply. And I don't mean fast, because as you can see, it did take me a long time. However, this cushion that I was using, I've actually already put it in my product empties pile because it was really down to the bare bottom. Like there wasn't a whole lot left. So I actually spent a lot of time in this video trying to like smash my brush in there and try to pick up as much foundation as I could. So I don't really think it takes that long, especially when the cushion is fresh and you just barely touch your brush to the cushion and it's just covered in foundation. I just find that I don't have to work too much with this foundation. It just goes on easy, if that makes sense. Hopefully that does. I am using my IT Brushes number 302. I believe it's the LBD foundation brush. Really like this for applying foundation, specifically this foundation. The one thing I want to point out right now, I am putting some of that foundation on my eyes. Now I'm going to be using the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder in Golden Hour, and what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take my Real Techniques contour brush and just set my eyes. And this is what I've been doing to act as an eyeshadow primer lately. I've just been doing foundation and then setting it with a loose powder. And then I'm going to be using my Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm just going to apply the Becca loose powder all over my face and blend that in, a little down my neck. We can't forget the neck. Don't leave that line on your jaw. It's just not pretty. It's just not. Do your best to blend it out. The bronzer that I'm going to use is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Everybody knows this bronzer very well. I'm really surprised I don't have a bigger dent in it. I don't know. The brush I'm using is IT Brushes number 315. This brush I really like for contouring. I know I'm not doing a heavy contour by any means, but I can get the product on the brush, draw a line, and then it's so nice and fluffy that I can still go back and blend it out, which I really like. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Blush in Natural Glow, and I'm going to use my Real Techniques blush brush to apply this. As you guys know, I've been loving this blush lately. I used it a lot last month, and I'm still using it a lot this month. I mentioned it in my monthly favorites last month. And then I'm going to go in with the Tarteist Glow Liquid Highlighter in Stunner. I'm going to put just a little dot of that on my ring fingers, and then I like to blend that into my cheekbones just above the blush. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my Tarte Spellbound Sprinkle, which is a loose face and body glitter, with my Too Faced Mr. Right Perfect Powder Brush. And I'm going to apply the loose glitter while the liquid highlighter is still tacky. That's what I've been doing lately, and I just love the way this looks. This might be like my highlight for the year. I'm just in love with it. So yeah, once I'm done that, I like to put a little lip balm on. This is my Lipsmacker Honey Pot Lip Balm, which I'm almost out of. I need to get a new one. And then I'm gonna just spoolie through the very sparse eyebrows that I have. And I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade in Blonde. The brush that I'm using to apply this is the Zoeva 317 Wing Liner Brush. I know that's not a brow brush. I know I'm using it wrong, but it works for me. Sometimes I think that having a shorter brush, or like not as wide of a brush, would probably help, but I do make this work. And I just haven't found a desire to go get a brow brush. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, that's what I use. And I'm only showing you one eyebrow or else we'd be here all day. And then once I'm done applying the pomade, I like to go in with a spoolie and just brush through them just to kind of help blend it out. I am using a different spoolie. This is from a brow pencil, and it's just a little bit softer than the other one. And then I'm going to go in with my Soap & Glory Archery Volu-Boost Brow Fiber Gel in Talk of the Brown. That is a mouthful. I do really like this fiber gel that they've got going on. I think I like it better than the Benefit one because it does everything that the Benefit one does, and it's got to be cheaper. The Soap & Glory one is like $14 or $15. I gotta imagine the Benefit one's probably more than that, but I haven't compared them. But anyways, this is the Viseart Petit Pro 1 palette. I've really been liking this. It's not super pigmented. I thought it was until I recorded this video, so maybe on camera it just doesn't come off like it does in real life, whatever. This is the Elizabeth Mott All Over Shadow Brush, and I'm just applying the lightest shade in the palette to my entire lid. And then after I'm done that, I'm going to take my, which brush? My Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease Brush. This is a very light, fluffy brush, and I'm just taking that medium brown shade and blending it out into my crease and kind of up onto my brow bone, the lower part of my brow bone. I'm not going up that far. This just helps to deepen it, but then I'm going to take it a little bit further and make it even darker in my crease. But I feel like this is a really good starting point. You could probably even just stop after applying this medium brown shade if you wanted to. This is my Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease Brush, and I'm going to take that with the darkest shade that's in the palette, which is a really pretty much black shade. I'm just taking a very small amount of the eyeshadow though at a time because I don't want to overdo it with the black, but as you can see, like later on in the video, it doesn't hardly look like I have any eyeshadow on. I swear it looks different in person. This is my Sigma Firm Shader E57 brush, and I'm just applying the golden shade all over my lid. Looking back, maybe I could have gotten my brush wet or before putting it into the eyeshadow, or used my finger a little bit. I think that would have helped make it just a little bit more noticeable. This is my Too Faced Liner Smudger brush, and I'm using that darkest shade just to line my upper lash line. I always try to do like, I don't know, kind of what I think is a dramatic eyeshadow look, and then it comes out looking not dramatic at all. But yeah, I mean, it looks like I have a little bit of eyeshadow on. It gives me a little bit of depth, a little bit of color, and that's really all I'm going for during the work week. Like, I'm not going for a whole lot, you know what I mean? I'm gonna take that Too Faced Liner Smudger brush again with the lighter champagne-y, it's kind of pinky kind of color. It's really pretty, and I'm just gonna line my lower lash line just to kind of brighten it up, make it, I don't know, you know, I closed up my eyes on the top, why not brighten them up on the bottom? I don't know. It's balance. We're all about balance. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Highlighter in Stunner. I love this. It came as a freebie from my Tarte purchase, and I'm just using my Elizabeth Mott All Over Shadow Brush and applying that on my brow bone. Next, I'm going to go in with my YSL Mascara Volume Effect Faux Cils in black. I know I'm saying that wrong. It's like YSL Mascara Volume Effet. I don't know. This was actually the first time I used this mascara because my Marc Jacobs one was just, it was done for. So you're seeing a little first impression here. I've used it a couple of times since then. I'm not in love with it. I don't think it's worth the money that I paid for it. It's just a little underwhelming, I think. I think I had higher hopes for it, but I'm wondering if in a week or two after you open up like a mascara, the formulation kind of changes, but normally it dries up, and this wasn't a super wet, foundation. This wasn't a super wet mascara. I don't totally hate it or else I'd go and return it, but it's nothing like amazing or anything. And yeah, I just put a lot of mascara on. Like always, this is the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray, and I'm just going to spray my entire face with this just to kind of set the look and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Make sure it stays just like that all day. And that's it. That's what I do most mornings. And if I'm really running low on time, I skip all that eyeshadow and I'm in and out really fast. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You can also hit the subscribe button. That means a lot to me. I'll leave everything listed in the description box down below, the makeup and the makeup brushes. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and until next time, bye.